Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, I want to take the opportunity to explain this phrase that you've been using, and you may have already Googled it, but maybe you didn't. I feel like I have serious political observers and I have casual political observers. So I like to dig in sometimes and also keep it light. Critical race theory really has its basis and fundamentals in the Marxist revolution. And of course, the Marxist revolution was the idea of a revolution where the proletariat and the worker would rise up against the capital and change things. Well, that didn't work out. It was proven not to work out, first and foremost, as it didn't work out in the Soviet Union, in Russia, and other communist countries. It just doesn't work. So what happened back in the 1960s, and it really began in 1990s, is they replaced the concept of class warfare with race warfare. And that is where critical race theory began to develop, and it was in colleges, being taught some places, and developed in the 1990s. And its basis is the following: equity, not equality. There's a big difference. Equity, social justice, these are all the buzzwords. Diversity and inclusion, culturally responsive teaching, those are the buzzwords. But it's a disguise where they go after is ending property rights, ending individual rights, ending the Bill of Rights. It is, in other words, instead of, I can sum it up like this, instead of using class warfare, which, by the way, I still think exists a lot, instead of using class warfare, it's race warfare. Now, I would like for you, if you don't think this is true, I'd like you to go back from Obama administration all the way up through today. And how can you deny that the American Communist 10, the Democratic Party, are not using race warfare? The American Communist 10 propagates this. And then you've heard this term 1619. 1619 is allegedly the first date that a slave touched foot on North American continent, a black slave. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, that is not more important at all compared to 1776. And the critical race theory, that is an example that they use that needs to be taught, and that's more important than 1776. By the way, I get a weekly massage. It's part of my health routine. It's awesome. Everybody ought to do it. By the way, you don't have to be wealthy to get a weekly massage if you want one. You can do it. So I get done yesterday, and I said, you know what? I'm telling the guy that does my massage, he's my friend. I looked at Dan. I said, Dan, you know what? They act like America was built on the back of slavery. I said, that's the biggest bunch of crock. The only people that really had slaves were the plantation owners in the South. And guess what? It failed. That system failed. The Confederacy lost. The plantation system failed. And it was only the production of cotton which was exported. Folks, slavery had absolutely nothing to do with the construction and building of the industrial North. And then after post-Civil War, had nothing to do with the steel industry. Rockefeller didn't use slaves. Carnegie didn't use slaves. Are you kidding me? It's a lie. Our country was not built on the back of slaves. It wasn't. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.